All right, what's going on, YouTube? We're back with yet another episode today. And as we promised, we'll be back today. Just me today, just Jordan. And today we're just going to do some NFL Week 17 picks and predictions. So let's go ahead and get this on the road here. And guys, don't forget to leave a like. Please subscribe to the channel for more content. We are posting these videos on YouTube if you want to check them out. I can't force you, but shit, do it if you want. But yeah, first game up on the list, I'm going to go ahead and discuss. Um, let's see what we got here. We got Arizona and Falcons. These shitty games, I'm just keeping them short and sweet. Honestly, this game here, give me Falcons at home over the Cardinals. As we know, the Cardinals this year have been a complete disaster. Missing their quarterback, Kyler Murray. Just hasn't been the year we expected from the Cardinals, man. Just very down year. We'll have to see what happens to Cliff Kingsbury over the all season. This could have been his last year. We'll see. We'll see. So yeah, give me Falcons at home against the Cardinals. Make that short and sweet. All right. Next up, we have the Chicago Bears going to Detroit Lions. This game here, I feel like can be a really interesting game here. Detroit, I'm so mad, man. They lost that game last week at Carolina. Um, like I said, I really want them to make the playoffs, but they just keep doing Detroit things here nowadays. But yeah, this game here, give me Detroit at home. Detroit is favorite here, -6. So by a touchdown here. But I feel like Detroit can rebound from that loss last week at Carolina. So yeah, give me Detroit at home to cover. Um, but I do think it'd be a close game though. Justin Fields with his legs have kept a lot of games this year interesting and their defense. So yeah, I'll take Lions at home though, -6 and -6. All right. Let's see. Next up, I have Dolphins at Pats. Tua is not going to be playing this week. Man, it's been a really rough year for Tua when it comes to concussions, man. Um, I really, in my personal opinion, don't think this guy should be playing um for the rest of the year, man. Three damn concussions in one season. That's a lot to ask for there on your brain stem, man. That's really not too good. Um, but yeah, this game here, Dolphins at New England. Dolphins are still trying to stay alive for their playoff hopes, which they are still in the playoff race. So is New England. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and take Miami. Well, no, I'm taking New England at home. Um, New England, they got embarrassed last week by the Bengals at home. I did not expect that game to go the way it did, but I feel like the New England Pats will rebound here. I think Teddy Bridgewater is supposed to take the start here at Foxborough. So yeah, I'll take Pats at home. The injury report for the Dolphins, not too bad. They have a few guys questionable. Xavier Howard, Bradley Chubb, and Eric Fisher is out. So yeah, I like the Dolphins to lose this game to the Pats, honestly. So yeah, give me Pats at home. Looks like that. Have New England favorite here, -2.5. So I can easily see them covering that. All right, next game we have up here is the Indianapolis Colts at the New York Giants. Um, give me Giants at home here. Yeah, I'm gonna take Giants at home. Um, and I like them to cover this spread here too. They are a favorite -5.5. That that's it could go the other way, but hey, that's really tempting there. I'll say I do think the Giants can cover that -5.5 spread there at home against the Colts. The Colts look like absolute dog shit on Monday Night Football the other night. My goodness, this team here is just in a complete, just complete disaster of a team this year. The Colts. I had high hopes for the Colts this year. I don't know. I think I did predict them to win the division at one point this year, but yeah, that's not going to happen here. But yeah, hopefully the Colts this year, man. Off season moves. I feel like if they get, they're going to have a top 5 pick for sure. They need to go ahead and draft that quarterback for the future for sure, man. Got to. They can't keep having these stop gaps, when it comes to the quarterback position. Andrew Luck did kind of set this franchise back, um, so badly with him retiring abruptly like he did. But yeah, like I said, I like the Giants at home. Give me the Giants. Next game we have up here, we have the Saints traveling to Philly. Philly is favorite, -5.5. Here at home against the Saints. Jalen Hurts is not playing this game. He was out once again. Lane Johnson out. Vontae Maddox is out. Looking at the injury report here. This game here, man, it could the Saints have played teams tough this year at times with their stout defense. But I do expect Philly to take this game, very seriously here because, it is very important, nowadays to go ahead and lock that number 1 seed up to go ahead and get that bye week. So I expect Philly to come out firing all cylinders here to go ahead and take care of the Saints at home to go ahead and get that bye, that number 1 seed secured, so they can go ahead and rest their players here for the upcoming weeks for their first playoff game. But if they lose this game, shit can get really scary here, because they can easily lose that number 1 seed, and they really need to get healthy because the playoffs is very soon approaching us here, guys and gals. So yeah, give me Eagles at home minus with their favorite -5.5. Yeah, I like that spread. Yeah, honestly, I like that spread. Yeah, I like that. I'll take a -5.5. Okay, so next game we have up here, Panthers at Bucks. Man, Sam Darnold has been playing pretty good of late. I must say, Sammy boy, it's crazy. I did not expect Sam Darnold when the seasons first started to ever take a meaningful snap for the Carolina Panthers ever again, but that has so changed since then. It's crazy when the Panthers traded away all their, one of their best players, Christian McCaffrey. Everybody wrote this team off, but hey, look at them. NFC South, good old NFC South, looking like the NFC. What is this here? Looking like the NFC West this year. Well, not West. Damn, hold on. Gotta remember what division those guys are in real quick. The Eagles and the guys, I really do not remember off the top of my head. The type of shit I don't really remember. Okay, East. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this division is looking like the NFC East this year, quite frankly. But yeah, really terrible division this year, I'll say. But yeah, Carolina, they went out, they're in the playoffs. So that's really crazy to think after what they went through and all, this season here, giving up their best player, McCaffrey. But like I said, I think it will bode well for them in the future. The draft capital they hauled in. But yeah, this game here, man, I'm gonna go wild card, man. I'm taking the Panthers to beat the Bucks on the road here. Sam Darnold, like I said, he's got to play a good game for that to happen, of course. His past few games, like I said, he's played pretty decent. His few games here, posting a 121 rating last week against Detroit. The week they lost to Pittsburgh, posted a 108 rating, passer rating. And then the win at Seattle posted 85.4 QBR rating. And then at home against Denver, 103.8 rating. So the past, 4 games, Sam Darnold has been playing playing decent, I'll say. So, like I said, we can see that Sam Darnold just come out and make a few plays, don't try to do too much. I like the Carolina Panthers here in this spot. So yeah, give me the Panthers +4 here at Tampa. I feel like they can pull off the upset here. I feel like they can. All right. So next game we have here, we have the Browns traveling to the Commanders. Commanders are favorite here, -2.5. Deshaun Watson. This year it's been really rough, as expected. No one No one, predicted Deshaun Watson to come back after 11 games and light it up. He's been out for 2 years, for Christ's sake. So, like I said, this year was definitely never about trying to get to the playoffs, get to the Super Bowl for the Browns. Just you know, just a year to just kind of fill everybody out. Next year I feel like the Browns will be competing at a high level. So, can't wait to see how that looks there with Deshaun under center, the off season and a full season there with his colleagues. But yeah, looks like Carson Wentz is going to be taking this snap here against the Browns. Yeah, Heineke, he's been really questionable the last few weeks here. I know he got pulled last week against the San Francisco 49ers with some very questionable throws. Still crazy. Still posted a 114 passer rating last week. It's kind of wild, and it still got pulled. But yeah, like I said, we have to see what good old Carson Wentz do. Carson Wentz, like I said, man, he doesn't make mistakes and plays his game. Don't try to do too much. He can be a pretty decent quarterback, but with Carson, we all know that he just doesn't want to follow directions at times. But yeah, dang this game here. You know what? I'm gonna go with the. Oh man, I'm gonna go with the Browns here. +2. Yeah, I like them to cover here. I'm taking the Browns plus the points here on the road at Washington. Yeah, give me the Browns. I think it'll be a pretty close game here. Obviously, here I'll try to get Nick Chubb and heavily involved as possible as I can. Nick Chubb in the last few games, though, he hasn't really been. He's been getting utilized and doing his thing here. Last week he had 92 rush yards. The week before he had 99. So he's doing his thing on the ground. But that's the recipe success with Nick Chubb. Got to give him the ball, let him do his thing. Deshaun Watson just needs to play a very sound and turnover-free game, and they should have that game in the bag, in my opinion. So yeah, next game we have here. We have the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to the Houston Texans. Okay, Houston Texans. And they are 4-point favorite here on the road. This is it's really not an important game for Jacksonville because we know the game coming up here soon next week. It's pretty much for who wins the division when it comes to the Titans and the Jaguars, which I expect the Jaguars to win that game, but who knows? Who fucking knows? It's NFL. But this game here, I predict this to be a really close game there. Houston has been playing a lot of good teams close of late. Like I said, they have nothing to play for, but I just love the competitive spirit from this team. Trevor Lawrence, I know, is questionable this week to play with a toe injury. Hopefully he can go. If not, just rest him because, like I said, the game, this game really isn't important as important as the game, next week, because pretty much, they win the game next week, they're pretty much in the playoffs. So, yeah, it just really boils down to you want to put Trevor out there or just save him to next week. I think I will opt honestly to save him to next week. Honestly, just get him healthy as I can. So yeah, give me Jaguars. I'll take him here at the money line here, -170. I'll take that number there for the Jags. All right, so next team we have up here, 49ers traveling to Oakland Raiders, where Mr. Brock Purdy is going to take on Mr. Derek Carless and the Raiders. Yeah, I really do feel bad for Derek Carr. Derek Carr, I mean, he's definitely a above average quarterback. He's not bad at all, no means. He's a good quarterback. A lot of people just got to understand Derek Carr has played with some of the worst defenses ever, when it comes to defensive players. He's had some of the, like, I know last year I saw the statistic. For the last few years, he's had the worst, the bottom, bottom to bottom defenses, his past years here in Oakland. But yeah, I feel bad for Derek Carr. I feel bad for Davante Adams because, man, it looks like the Raiders are possibly going to be moving on for this guy after the all season is up. So, yeah, you sign all that money to go to Oakland with your boy, and that motherfucker about to be gone. It's tough. Should have stayed in Green Bay, honestly. Had it good. But someone took all the money. I'm going to point names of who that is, Mr. Aaron Rodgers. But yeah, this game here, I'm going to take the San Francisco 49ers. Could be interesting in the beginning of the game, but I feel like the 49ers will run away with it late. So yeah, give me Niners here. I like that spread there, minus 9.5 to cover. So yeah, give me 49ers at Oakland. Alrighty. All right. So next game here we have up. We're going to be talking about the Jets traveling to Seattle to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Mike White is returning back this week for the New York Jets. Mr. Zach Wilson will be sitting his behind on the bench this week. The Jets are looking to keep their playoff hopes alive, just like the Seahawks. It should be a really good game, in my opinion. Like I said, both teams have a lot to play for here. Geno Smith going to get a chance to go up against his old team, which, like I said, man, Geno is having a very outstanding year this year, man. Who would have saw that coming? 27 touchdowns, 9 interception, first Pro Bowl. Props off to Geno, man. You can't hate on that. Can't do nothing but be happy for that man. It's really, really, really amazing what he's done this year. Really amazing. But yeah, this game here, I think I'm going to be leaning. I'm going to take the Jets here. Take the Jets on the road to beat the Seahawks. Yeah, give me Jets. Jets are our favorite in this game here. I do see. Looks like favored by 2 points here. But I do like the Jets on the road. Their defense it's one of the best in the league. But yeah, I like Mike White to come in and control the game and get that run game going with Zonovan Knight, Bam Knight. Played against that guy in high school. That motherfucker was fast as shit. But yeah, I like the Jets at Seattle. So yeah, give me Jets versus the Seahawks in a close one. All right, next game we have the Vikings traveling to Green Bay to take on the Green Bay Packers. Wow, last week was a really crazy win for the Packers last week. Tua threw those very questionable 3 interceptions last week and gave the Packers the dub. So Packers are still in the hunt there for the playoff race. This game here looks like the Packers are favored by -3 at home. This game here, man, kind of undecided about this one. Something's telling me to lead Aaron Rodgers at home. Even though they're playing against the 12-3 Vikings, but that first game they did play, the Packers could have easily won that game. Just to be honest with people here, there was a lot of drops by some of Aaron Rodgers' receivers there. Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson, who dropped wide open touchdowns. Like I said, I expect this to be a different game here at Green Bay. Justin Jefferson, he's been absolutely a complete monster this year. Hopefully he can break the NFL receiving record. That'll be pretty sweet to see. But yeah, I can't wait to see that matchup of him against him and Jaire Alexander. Jaire Alexander has been talking a lot of shit for what reason I don't know. He's been getting his ass torched this year, but oh well. I guess you can talk shit when you're making millions of dollars. Must be nice. But yeah, give me Packers at home here to beat the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, give me the Packers. All right, next game up on the list. I don't want to spend too much time on this. They're playing in the fucking same exact stadium. Both host the same stadium. Los Angeles Rams, Los Angeles Chargers. Give me Chargers at home, in the home of the Los Angeles Rams. So yeah, let me get the Chargers here against the Rams. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. I'll take Chargers at home. And I do like them to cover. I do like them to cover that spread there, -6.5. I do like that number there. I'll say. All right, next up on the list we have the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to Baltimore Ravens. Here, this is Sunday Night Football. Going to take Baltimore here at home. Lamar Jackson is still out, nursing that knee injury. Hopefully, can get better here for the playoffs, which he's expected to do so. Yeah, I like Baltimore at home here. Looks like Baltimore is favored at home by -2. So yeah, I really do like that line there. Or you can do this money line on this one too, -140. So yeah, give me Baltimore at home to cover -2. Love that there. All right. Now Monday Night Football. This game here, man, this is gonna be so amazing. I was waiting to see these two teams take on each other one day. With their two MVP caliber quarterbacks. So we have Buffalo Bills traveling to Cincinnati to take on Joe Burrow and the Bengals. This game here is really, really, really important for both teams because the Bengals, they can easily steal this number one seed here, to get that first round playoff bye. But the Bills, they're in the driver's seat right now. They do have that current number one seed locked up for now. But this game here is very important because if Buffalo can retain that number one seed and have that home field advantage, man, Kansas City, good luck going there and trying to beat them in that stadium. Even though Patrick Mahomes has done it before, but like I said, that's just everything's always ran through Arrowhead. So I'm just glad to see. Hopefully another, we'll have another year where this year where it goes through Buffalo or maybe Cincinnati. I'm just tired of everything going through fucking it's Kansas City, man. Holy shit. I love Patrick Mahomes, man. The dude's amazing, but damn, I want to see home field advantage at another stadium. So yeah, this game here, looks like Buffalo is favorite here by 2 points. Man, oh man, this game here. I'm going to actually take Cincinnati at home. Give me Cincinnati plus the points here. At home. I feel like they are going to make. They're going to get after Josh Allen. Hopefully, hopefully. They're going to get Jamar Chase involved. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. I feel like Joe Burrow is going to go out there and make some good decisions to try to get his boys into, some good, positions to make some plays. So, yeah, give me Cincinnati at home here. As we look at the injury report for the Bengals, looks like Sam Hubbard is questionable. Looks like he's a big part of their pass rush there for sure. So hopefully he can go, because you need all hands on deck when facing Josh Allen, to be honest. So, yeah, I like Cincinnati at home here against the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, wish me luck on that pick there. It can easily backfire. But hey, hopefully I'm right. But yeah, that concludes week 17. Actually, hold on. We forgot one game. That's the Broncos and Chiefs. Okay, last game. Shit. So Broncos here are heavy underdogs here. They're a 13-point underdog here against the Kansas City Chiefs. It's crazy. That first game that they played like a few weeks back was really crazy. It was crazy. If Russell Wilson maybe they get hurt that game, the Broncos may have came back and won that game. That was really crazy. They had scored 28 unanswered points, which was wild. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Chiefs at home here. I do think this game will stay tight and close. Yeah, I'll take the Chiefs at home here against the Broncos. But I wouldn't be surprised if Denver may come out and pull out an upset, man, and spoil the Kansas City Chiefs. Chances at that number one seed. But hey, like I said, I feel confident in my pick here, going with the Chiefs at home against the Broncos, which the Broncos are a complete mess right now, as we all know. But yeah, give me Chiefs at home against the Broncos. But yeah, that concludes this episode here, week 17 picks and predictions. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and definitely show some feedback and love to the channel. Peace out. We'll be back on Tuesday with some recap of the games and college football playoffs. So peace out.